Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here. Welcome to Ministry in a Minute. So yesterday we began this conversation about the cost of discipleship and what it's going to cost us to follow Jesus. And we said that Jesus had some crowds following him, and he turned to them and he said something very confrontive. The first thing he said to them is, if you want to follow me, you need to hate your mother and your father, your brother and your sister, even your own life. Now, there are some interesting things that we need to sort through there. First of all, the Greek word for hate, misio there, is not necessarily the exact same thing we think of when we think of the English word hate. It does mean something similar, okay? But it is also used in a way that means to make a choice, to choose one thing over another. And what Jesus is saying there is that, essentially, you need to make sure you know that it's not about you. If you want to follow me, the first thing you need to check is that you're not following me so that you can get something. Okay? And so he uses this comparison of the family, which was even more important in that culture than it is in our culture, and of yourself. And he says, make sure you know that this isn't about you. If you're here to get something, that's okay. But being a disciple, taking that next step with Jesus, moving from the crowd to a personal relationship is going to cost you something. And so you've got to make sure that you're not so attached to self that you can't give that up for the sake of the cross, for the sake of Christ, for the sake of someone else. That's where we begin. It's not about you. We'll see you tomorrow for another Ministry in a Minute.